Hey guys, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to my food vlog named Wandering Soul. Today's recipe is lamb chops, seared lamb chops with a little bit of gravy. You can serve this with a roti, chapati, or a naan. Very delicious recipe. It's as delicious as it looks. You can see the lamb chops are very nicely seared, which is one of the very important parts in this recipe. And then I'll show you how to make a little bit of gravy as well, so they're not too dry, so they're not like barbecue lamb chops. They're more like they're more like not really a curry because there's not much gravy in it, but let's just call it lamb chops with a little bit of gravy, or let's just call it seared lamb chops with a little bit of gravy, Pakistani style. Let's get into it. So let's start from the spices. I've got salt to taste. I've got 1 teaspoon there. I've got 1 teaspoon of coriander powder, 1 teaspoon of cumin powder, half a teaspoon of red chili powder, half a teaspoon of turmeric, 1 teaspoon of garam masala. I've got 1 black cardamom there, 1 green cardamom, a few cloves, and a few black peppercorn. I've also got 2 onions, 1 tomato, 2 tablespoons of ginger garlic paste, 1 green chili, and some fresh coriander to sprinkle on top towards the end. Time to put the pan on the stove. I've got 1 cup of oil and 6 lamb chops. This would be about 700 to 800 grams of lamb chops. I'm just going to fast pace it a bit because I didn't want to miss this step. The searing is very important part of this recipe. So what I did before I did anything, so this is lamb chops with nothing on it. I've just put them in oil and nicely seared them in that oil to give it very nice sear, give it a very nice gold brown color. A lot of flavors come from this process, and also the look of the final lamb chops come from this process as well. Otherwise it just looks and tastes quite bland. So once all of that is ready, I've just put it aside, and I've used the same oil. The same oil goes into the pressure cooker with 2 of my onions that I had cut previously. So after I've sautéed the onion for about 3 to 4 minutes, I've added the cardamoms, the cinnamon stick, the cloves, and the black peppercorns in there. And once I cooked that on medium to high heat for 2 minutes, I've put the tomato in there as well. And once I've cooked that again for another few minutes on medium to high heat, I have put the 2 tablespoons of ginger garlic paste. Now I've said it before. I try to like not make my videos too long, but I don't just chuck everything in. Like all the spices don't go together, other than other than the ones which I like. So now I've put everything except the garam masala. Garam masala goes in the end. So that was your cumin powder, coriander powder, salt, red chili powder, and turmeric. All of them can go together. Now what I was saying was that before, like between every time I put something, I give it between 2 to 4 minutes of cooking on high heat before the next thing goes on top. So now you can see that the oil has kind of come on top, so all of my spices are cooked here, and I've just put my seared lamb chops in there, mixed it a little bit, and I was looking after my son as well while I was cooking, so I forgot to put the green chilies in there before. I really should have put them before the lamb chops went in, because it's just so much harder to mix it afterwards, but I've just managed to cook it with green chilies for about 2 to 3 minutes on high flame as well. 1 cup of water goes in there, mix it nicely, and then you just close the pressure cooker and cook the meat for 20 minutes. Now it is not a must that you must cook in a pressure cooker. It's just that I'm cooking mostly after work, so I have to serve my meals quite quickly. You can do the exact same thing in a normal pan, use double or triple the amount of water, and it would take about an hour for the meat to go tender. The pressure cooker does it in 20 minutes. So I just now I've given it 20 minutes, and while the steam comes off, I just pack up so I don't have to do a lot afterwards. This is pretty much it. I've just taken it out. These are seared lamb chops with a little bit of gravy, Pakistani style. I've just sprinkled some coriander, and I did when it was in the pan, I did put some garam masala, 1 teaspoon of garam masala in it, and cooked it on high flame for 2 minutes as well. I forgot to record that for you guys. Now, so this is the final look. It was a beautiful it was a beautiful dinner. We loved it. I mean, we're gonna try and make it again next week. So thank you very much to everyone who helped me with this recipe, and I hope you guys really like it. Please let me know if you'd like me to try anything. See that little bit of oil? That's not excess oil. That's a sign that all the spices and the meal is cooked properly. That's just a Pakistani way, that once you part or cook or roast your spices and your meal on medium to high heat, the oil separates from the spices and separates from the gravy and comes on the top. That's a sign that you've got the perfect curry or a perfect gravy. If the oil doesn't come on top, it is not a good sign. So that's why a lot of Pakistani meals have oil on top. You can put that oil aside and not eat it, but that means when the oil separates, that's a sign that the meals are cooked properly. Anyways, too much on the separated oil. Inshallah, I'll see you guys again. Keep me in your prayers, look after yourself, and I will see you again inshallah with another recipe. Assalamu alaikum. Take care.